What did this Purushottama Jana do? He went to his father. He went to the king, Prataparudra, and he told him, see, this Gopinath Pattanayaka, he is not willing to give money. And he is simply cheating us. His intention is to siphon off all the money. So I am requesting you the permission. I want to frighten him a little bit. I'll put him on the changa and I'll frighten him and take out the money. So what is this changa? Changa used to be, those days, elevated platform would be made in wood. And any criminals are there, they would be taken on top of the changa. Below the changa, there would be swords fixed into the earth. They would be fixed and pointing upwards. And the criminal would be pushed from the changa onto the swords and he would be killed. This used to be the punishment meted out to criminals who would get death punishment. The king, he said, you use whatever means you want, somehow or the other, get the money and fill the treasury, close the matter. Don't extend it too much. Like that, the king told and he dismissed him. The king was not considering it too very seriously. He said, do anything, whatever you want, you do and get the money and close it. So like that he told. So Purushottama Jana, he became happy. Now I'll show this Gopinath what I am. And he went and he told the soldiers all captured Gopinath Pattanayaka and they started taking him to the changa. Now, all the sons of Bhavananda Raya and Bhavananda Raya himself, they were all very dear to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This news started spreading everywhere that Gopinatha Pattanayaka has been condemned to be taken to the changa and killed. Immediately, some of the people who heard the news, they ran to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And they told him, Mahaprabhu, the king has ordered this Gopinatha Pattanayaka to be taken on the changa and killed. Only you can save him now. Please do something. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked them, what happened? Why did the king order that he should be put on the changa? Why should he kill him? Then they told him the whole incident, what had actually transpired, that he was due to give them some money, to give the king some money, but he had not paid and all that. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard this, he became very angry. He said, the king has to exact his taxes. Gopinatha Pattanayaka is his paid servant. He should do his job, he should collect the money and put it into the treasury. Whatever money he has left with him, with that he can spend and do whatever he wants. He wants to go and see some women dancing, he wants to spend on them, whatever he wants he can do. Why is he spending the government money and doing like this? If he does like this, naturally the king will punish him. What is wrong in what the king is doing? Nothing wrong in what the king is doing. I cannot do anything. So the people became despondent. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has refused to help him. Now the news reached the other devotees, Swarup Damodar Goswami and the others. They all immediately came to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and told Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we have heard that the Gopinath Pattanayaka is going to be killed on the changa. Please do something. Bhavananda Raya and all his sons are very dear to you. Please do something. No. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became even more angry. He said, what do you want me to do? You want me to go in front of the king with my cloth spread like this and beg him? Am I a beggar that I have to go and ask the king for all these material things? I cannot do all these things. I am a sannyasi. And even if I go and beg to someone, what can I beg? I cannot beg for 200,000 kanas and all this kind of stuff. As a sannyasi, I can ask for some small amount of this one. I cannot ask for 200,000 kanas and all these kind of things. It is all against the principles of sannyasa. I cannot do all these things. So by then, one more messenger came running to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he said, the king's soldiers have arrested Vaninatha Raya also. And they have taken him also. And they are going to punish him also. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu didn't say anything. He was quiet. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked this messenger, so then you tell me, what is Vaninatha Raya doing? Because Vaninatha Raya, he did not do anything. It was his brother who misappropriated the funds. So the messenger told him, Vaninatha Raya is constantly, incessantly, without stoppage, he is chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And he is counting on his fingers, on the both hands of his fingers, he is counting every mantra he is chanting. And every time he finishes 1000 Hare Krishna Maha Mantras, he makes a mark on his body. He is keeping track of how much he is chanting. He is not bothered about anything else. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard this, he was very happy. That, Vaninatha Raya is constantly chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra without being disturbed, without being perturbed by the situation. By that time, what happened? One of the servants of the king, by name Harichandan Patra. This Harichandan Patra, he saw what was happening and he ran to the king. He went to Maharaj Prataparudra and he told Maharaj Prataparudra, Maharaj, why are you doing like this? After all, Gopinath Pattanayaka is your loyal servant. He has not done any treason or anything like that. Some money he misappropriated, okay. Now if you kill him, that money also will not come. What is the use of killing him? You want money only, no. There are better ways of getting that out. If you kill him, that money will also go. So you are only losing. So I don't think it's a good thing to punish your servant like this. After all, he is very loyal and dear to you. The king was surprised because for the first time he was hearing that Gopinath was going to be killed. He had thought Purushottam Jana is going to scare him and then take out the money. That's all. So he said, no. Why should Gopinath be killed? I don't want to take his life. I just want the money to be returned. That's all. And why Purushottam Jana is doing all this? Please go and tell him, I have ordered, he should not kill him. He only needs to do whatever is required to take out the money. That's all. Don't kill him. So Harichandan Patra immediately went back and told Purushottam Jana that the king has told like this, so please don't do this. So then immediately Purushottam Jana, king has told he cannot do anything. He brought down Gopinath Pattanayaka from the Janga. And then the king called Gopinath Pattanayaka and Purushottam Jana, and he told them, see, Gopinath, whatever money has to be repaid, you please repay, and Purushottam, please make a proper valuation of the horses and then you settle the matter. So Purushottam Jana also then, he also cooled down and then he evaluated the horses properly and a final figure was settled and it was also settled in how much time the balance amount of money will be repaid. So the matter was settled amicably.